Yo guys, what is going on? So in today's video, I have a shoulder focused upper body workout going on. I hope you guys can't hear the rice cooker in the back. It's kind of tripping, but okay, I just moved spots to get the rice cooker out of the way. And I'm broadening my grip a little bit on the overhead press because the new coach wants to really use the overhead press as a way to kind of, I don't know if he said build the upper chest or build the shoulders, but he wants me to keep the elbows tucked a little bit more. Don't flare so much. So I think he doesn't want me to use my chest. So these were a little harder than usual. Did 155. Pause really clean for 2 sets of 5, and then a touch and go set of 4 or 5 reps. Honestly, the touch and go set was pretty ugly, but the pause were feeling really strong, actually. Strongest they've ever felt. As in since I started this program. So that's good. Hit some seated afterwards, but we'll get onto that in a sec. Honestly, my training is going pretty well. Some of my pressing exercises have been a little fatigued and whatnot. And I think that's just how it be sometimes. You're just going to be fatigued. You're going to do a little too much, especially when you get a new coach, right? They're going to push you too much, push you too little here and there. And then eventually you're going to kind of average out and find that sweet spot. So that's kind of where we are right now. But I definitely feel like I'm getting more muscular, which is good. This is a set of 185 for 6. Again, this was a little harder than I wanted to, but I didn't really eat that much this weekend, so maybe that's why. But everything else besides the overhead presses, as in the seated and standing, everything besides those this session were super solid. PR'd like everything else, actually. Didn't really PR the JM press because he wanted me to keep my elbows more tucked in that too. I was flaring a lot on that, and that definitely made it a lot harder for me when I was tucking my elbows. But did 155 on the Smith machine for a set of 10, and then I really tried to tuck more on the second set and got 5. So we'll see what the coach says. I'm gonna send him some clips, and yeah, but I've really been liking the jam press. It feels really good on my elbows, surprisingly. These are the super wide pull-ups, and these are honestly, I feel like my back's looking pretty fucking juicy right here. I feel like my teres major is really growing, and that's a sick muscle group, so that is all right with me for sure. The lats are kind of on the back burner on this program. Well, actually, I got some lat rows that come first in the second day, but I still feel like you get a lot of trap with those lower rows. But as you can see, 3 sets here. I think I went 8, 8. I think I got 3 sets of 8. Or 8, 8, 9, or 8, 8, 10. I'll have to check, but pretty good sets here. Pretty consistent difficulty level. Like first was maybe like RP 5, second probably 7, and then I went to failure on the third set. So that's pretty all right, actually, when you're doing, especially movement like this, very stretched. I think that's okay. Here are the JM presses. Pretty sure this is my second set. I tried to record the first, but for whatever reason, my phone was being dumb. And yeah, really trying to keep those elbows tucked. And it's that bottom portion that is just really, really challenging. But good set, and my triceps, bro, I mean, I've never done this much tricep volume, so as long as I can survive it, I'm going to be making some crazy gains. Chest is blown up too. I've never really prioritized chest isolation until about like 6 weeks ago or a month ago, and never really done cable flies either. So that's pretty sick. I have these 3 times a week now. Well, I have pec deck once a week and then cable flies 2 times a week, but chest isolation 3 times a week. And these just feel really good. I feel like I get a ton of like bang for my buck or whatever out of these. The only issue is last week they were lifting me up, but I don't know, this week I was super strong on them. Again, I hit like 17 reps. And last week I only hit like 12 with this weight, I think. So, I mean, obviously some of that's neural, but the future is looking pretty bright, especially for the chest. I feel like my chest grows. I mean, I've never really prioritized the chest. I've only benched, done push-ups. I've never done flies. So I feel like when you have a muscle group that you've had good success with in the past, and now you throw in an isolation and push it hard, dude, you're going to blow up. Some lat pull-downs here. Really trying to stay stacked, stay hollow, and really only hit the lats. And that is definitely what's happening on these. And, I'm feeling my lats so much. And they just feel really good. I don't feel like I'm moving the most amount of weight, right? I'm using 205 on the single pulley, and I can do like 25 pull-ups. But this is one of them technique exercises. where I have other lat exercises like those low rows, where it's more so about horsing some weight. Same thing with the T-bar rows. But yeah, I mean, my back's growing. I'm honestly not really taking my back too seriously in a sense because it's just growing and getting stronger, right? But I'm kind of just, I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm just getting in there and getting the work done. Here's some skull crushers. I don't have a ton of experience with skull crushers. I honestly like built a lot of my gains from, I mean, I didn't do a lot of isolation in high school. I did mostly compound lifts, and really only in the past year did I start focusing on isolation, and especially the past few months have I focused on really pushing them and not just getting a pump. So I think the gains have got to be bountiful, right? I think the sets to failure, these feel good. They kind of hurt my elbows, but I think I'll get used to it, especially if I keep the form pretty strict. I could probably pause a little bit longer on the bottom. That's definitely something I might want to work on. But, I mean, we just hit in the triceps. And that's pretty much all I got for the video. Looking forward to a new year of gains and whatnot. Semester's about to start, so that's kind of scaring me. But, yeah, that's it.